you see me?
Yay, we're on the air. Yes. We're live. I'm outside. The flag in the background. There's a lot of stuff that's happened this week. From Comey to Julian Assange to Anthony Weiner today to Amy messing with her phone and turning it over, and we can see her plant. A lot has happened. A lot has happened. So let's get down to the big story, which is the whole Comey tapes and Comey memo. And Comey, just now they said Comey is going to testify the day after Memorial Day. So, and I'll be watching because it's going to be a great testimony, because I cannot wait to see what he's going to say about the memo, about Trump taping them, about all this stuff that's going down. So I have it right here. Former FBI director has agreed to testify before the Senate Intelligence Committee after Memorial Day. The committee's chairman, Senator Richard Burr, and the ranking Democrat Senator Mark Warner announced Friday that Comey will testify in an open setting before the committee. The date of the hearing has not yet been set. Burr says the committee wants to hear from Comey on his role in the development of the U.S. intelligence agency's assessment that Russia interfered in last year's election. He says he hopes that Comey's testimony will answer some of the questions that has arisen since Comey was suddenly dismissed, aka fired, by President Donald Trump. So this past week, it came out with a memo that Comey had, and that basically said that Donald Trump came to him and say, stop the Flynn investigation, even though the Flynn investigation was already concluded back in December.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Preoccupied.
What was that, Amy?
I said, I'm so sorry. Just give me one second.
My only thing is...
Go ahead, Henry.
A nut job today. I wish he wouldn't do that. I wish he wouldn't have like.
No. That's just been reported from I think New York Times. I mean, it could be a fake report as well. But knowing Trump, he probably did call him a nut job, which I think is hilarious in some way. But yeah, go ahead, Henry.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Because he just antagonized.
All right, Henry, you're cutting out real bad.
I am?
No, Henry.
Oh, okay.
No, she said I was. He said I was. I'm sorry.
It's okay. No, it's thundering right now, so my dog doesn't like the thunder, so I was trying to get him situated.
Oh, that's okay.
I apologize.
There's something going on.
Henry, if you want to, just jump out and come back in and see if that helps.
I think I'm okay now. Just there were some problems going on. I don't know.
He's still breaking up.
It's the Russians.
Maybe refresh the page.
It's North Korea.
Okay, Amy. So this whole
I'm sorry. I really didn't hear anything you said like the first 5 minutes.
Okay, Comey's going to testify before the Senate committee after Memorial Day.
Okay, so he agreed, or is he being forced?
I think he agreed. Yeah,
okay.
It has right here, has agreed.
Okay. So, well, that's kind of a good thing.
Yeah, because I'd love to hear what he has to say.
I guess it depends on who's actually doing the questioning and what kind of questions they're going to ask them. Mm-hmm. I mean, are they going to keep talking about the non-Russian issue?
Yeah. And plus, how much can he say without exposing anything as well? Because since he's former FBI, he can't say that much because this is an ongoing investigation.
Matt, come here. Come. Sit. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. it's just so ridiculous at this point. I don't know how much more he can say or
Hmm.
how much more questioning can go on. I mean, I think it's just a waste of time.
Yeah.
A waste of time, a waste of money, a waste of resources. You just
Hmm.
need to move on.
Yeah, and plus, not only that, they just announced a special, not a special prosecutor, but a special counsel, which is Robert Mueller, and we don't know where that's going.
And what is he supposed to do?
He's supposed to be over top of the whole Russia investigation. So there's like 4 investigations going on simultaneously: the Intelligence Committee, the FBI, the special counsel, and somewhere else.
But what I don't understand is I thought they already came to the conclusion that nothing was going on. So I guess that's where I'm confused as to why they're continuing on when it's already been said nothing's going on.
Yeah, I know, but and leaks is still coming out too in the White House and in the FBI.
Well, there has to be somebody in the White House that's leaking, they're a mole or somebody. I mean, just look the other day, after he met with and was it the ambassador?
Foreign minister and ambassador to Russia.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, almost immediately they came out saying, a secret source and unnamed and this and that. And, how would they even get that information so quickly?
Hmm. But what do you think about the Comey memo? And basically, in that Comey memo was that Comey wrote down that Trump said that I hope you can see that Flynn's a good guy, and there's nothing going on. And basically, they're saying that Trump is trying to obstruct justice, but in reality, I think it was Comey, because Comey sat on this memo until after he was fired, and it was leaked out to the press, to the New York Times, from someone on a phone call that's reading it to the reporter, and they only read partial of the memo. I think it's a bunch of BS. The memo is. I don't see that
I mean,
there's a.
anybody can make a memo and write anything they want. I mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't make it accurate. I mean, he's already proven himself to be not trustworthy. So why would anybody want to trust a memo? I mean, I can make a
Yeah.
memo. You can make one. It's not difficult.
Yeah. I mean, anybody. I can make one right now. James Comey said I was fired. Memo.
Yeah.
Sign it. Boom.
Yeah, I can make a memo. I just got one. No cell phones allowed on your desk at all.
Yeah, and from what I understand, it's called a CYA memo, cover your ass memo. Yeah. So, but if the memo was this serious in this investigation, why didn't Comey come forward and say that Trump told him to stop it? Because he testified under oath, stating that he was never asked to stop an investigation. And
Well, okay, let's just say Trump did say, not to continue. What's wrong with that? I mean, if the president says, let's, stop, we're wasting that, isn't that his job? Isn't he supposed to, oversee that kind of thing? I mean, it's obviously costing money and time when it can be focusing on something more important. So, I mean, in my opinion, even if, let's say, Trump did say that, which they're saying, that he didn't, but if he did, what is the big deal? I mean, what does it matter? That's what, they just want to, anything and everything that he does, it doesn't matter. They're going to say something, make it out to be something it's not, twist it around, and even, good stuff. And it makes no sense. It's like the other day, or yesterday, he imposed sanctions on Venezuela, and you have people saying, oh, America's sticking their nose in other people's business, and it's like, so we're just supposed to let them continue starving and killing and living as animals. So he, but and then I think I had said that, and somebody came back at me and said, oh yeah, because sanctions do so much. Well, that that right there is what's the word I'm looking for? It's been a long day. I can't think properly. Hypocritical, because you're saying, we're sticking our nose into other people's business, but putting a sanction on isn't going to do anything. But if we go in there and try to help, that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I mean. It doesn't matter what the man does; they're going to find something, no matter what.
I mean, he can cure cancer, and they'd be like, "Oh, he cured cancer. Oh, he just had to cure cancer."
Henry's back.
He's back. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm back.
All right. So we was talking about the Comey memo that was partially released to the New York Times by someone on the phone reading it to the reporter. Well, what do you think of the whole memo?
So it's supposed to be a genuine memo that was read over the phone. Okay.
Yes, it was read over the phone.
A copy was not sent to anybody of it. The phone.
Yeah.
Pray Tell reported this originally.
New York Times said they had an anonymous source. Anonymous phone call.
An anonymous source. Okay, well, we know how credible that is.
Yeah.
Everything is anonymous. Everybody, there, nobody. Everything's anonymous, and when that happens, it's like, well, I could go say that, somebody gave me some information, and it's anonymous.
Yeah.
Is anybody going to believe me? No.
No, if you have fake news on Trump, they believe it.
Yeah.
This is how the left and leftists will immediately jump on this and they'll believe it. Even if it's from an anonymous source, they'll immediately believe it.
Well, that's because they have so much hatred. They've got so much hatred towards the president that they cannot stand it, and they're so blind because of this hatred. And they want to believe anything.
Why they hate him. That's the thing. They don't even know why they hate him.
Because he's a racist, he's a sexist, he's a homophobe, he's this, he's that, he's Hitler.
The same people, if they, I bet if, we can look at them, and they're probably a billion times worse of a person than he ever will be. I don't get it. I was so frustrated earlier this week with all of it.
The fake news narratives. I mean, we see it all the time. It's just getting ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's like they make these stories and they believe their own stories. It's like they believe their own lies. I mean, they lie so much that it becomes the only thing they know how to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry. I was saying earlier that Trump should quit tweeting. I mean, I really do think he should, because all he's doing is antagonizing these people.
Now, hold on. Last week, Henry, you said you had no problem with it. I'm calling you out, man. I gotta call you out.
Uh-oh. I mean, I
don't
have
know.
an opinion on that, but let's let Henry answer that one.
Yeah, Henry.
Okay, well, maybe I'm listening to the wrong people,
Well, I don't mind the tweeting. He just needs to watch what he says on Twitter.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I thought about this today, actually. I was thinking about the Twitter thing, and there are sometimes where I ask myself, what is he thinking? I mean, why is he tweeting that? I mean, I don't think it's not necessarily that I don't think he should tweet. I don't think that like with Rosie O'Donnell, why are we even entertaining her, or even giving her the time of day?
Yeah.
I mean, things like that. Yeah, I know he needs to stop tweeting that, and why he tweets that, I don't know. I don't think he should tweet stuff like that.
The only thing I can think of is why he does it is because the mainstream media will cover it. That's the only reason why I can think. He tweets like that because the mainstream media will cover it.
I mean, there's always a method to his madness. I mean, I know that the man always has a reason for what he's doing. I just haven't really quite figured it out as to why he's doing certain things. I don't really necessarily think it's the media. I mean, I think because of who he is and what he used to do, he has had some sort of type of relationships with these people. So maybe he just doesn't like her, and it's his way of saying, haha.
Well, You know, it seems to me like some conservatives. And I'm talking about people. Gosh, I'm taking advice from people on Telephone.
All right, go ahead.
What the hell have I done with my life? These are conservatives on Pal Talk who say, well, hey, you should quit doing this, and you should quit doing that. You know, I didn't realize people on Pal Talk were my bosses, or Trump's bosses either, for that matter. I mean, why does he need to stop doing certain things just because some conservatives are like, well, the problem is you have some of these conservatives who buy into the media narrative, and you know they claim that they don't like fake news, but yet they'll give it credence.
Yeah,
they'll give what some of these people say credence, and they'll talk about, well, he might be impeached, and this is what might happen. So you better be this is the reality. So you better beware.
I'm glad you brought up impeachment because I'm glad you brought that up because. Now it seems like the impeachment talks are slowly dying down. I haven't heard one senator or governor or anybody say the word impeachment. He needs to be impeached.
Well, except for the Wolfman Al Green.
Oh, man.
Don't forget the Crypt
He looks
Keeper.
like a freaking werewolf. Have you seen the guy?
Yeah, he's pretty scary.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh, but see, here's the thing. You know, the left and even some conservatives say that Trump shouldn't talk like I talk. Like he shouldn't be insulting people. Why not? It's what got him elected.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he
We
Ted.
knew who he was prior.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody knew who he was. It's not like it's some big surprise. We know
It's
how
not.
he
It's
is.
not like they got somebody off the street and a hobo, put him in a suit, and he started talking like that.
No. I just think that in the position that he's in, there are certain things that you kind of have to tone down. I mean, it doesn't look like he's going to. So, but I mean, if I was in that position, I wouldn't say or tweet some of the things that he does. But
Well, who are conservatives to sit there and tell him what he can and can't say?
oh
Who
no,
is
I
any-
mean, yeah, he
Who
can
is
say whatever he
anybody?
wants.
No, I'm talking about these conservatives who listen to the media narrative. I'm not talking about anybody here. I'm talking about these conservatives who get on these chat programs and then they claim to be conservative, and they are conservative for the most part, but they don't want to be the kind of conservative that Trump is. You know.
Well, I don't think
They want
anyway. So I mean, those type, when you have your conservative like Marco Rubio, he's supposed to be conservative, but obviously the man's not. So I think the people that are, speaking out about this are ones that aren't really on his side to begin with.
It's all the people that can't control him, can't pay him out, can't buy him off, can't become his puppet. He's nobody's puppet. They're the ones that speak out against them.
I hate that word.
A lot of the people who say that he should do this, he should do that, they were the ones who voted for Ted Cruz or supported Ted Cruz originally. So why are we listening to them? Why exactly are we listening to them? You know
what they should call it? They should just call it opinionated news, because that's really all it is. They'll take a piece of what's really going on, and it's like you really can't even find an article anymore that's just truth. It's all opinion. It's opinions, and I can't even read them. I'll read the headline and I'll be like, okay.
Speaking of headlines, I saw this very ridiculous headline from Mediaite.com, which is a leftist website.
What is Media what?
Mediaite.
Mediaite.
MEDIATE, I think.
ITE, yeah.
ITE, yeah.
Yeah, they said that during the debate, Hillary was trying her best to avoid Trump's hugs. Trying to avoid. He was trying to hug her? Since when? I watched all the debates. He wasn't trying to hug her.
At first,
Yeah, I watched every single one.
Yeah, I did too. The very first one, they shook hands. The second one, they didn't shake hands. And I think the third one, they did. I think they shook hands on the third one.
I
I
mean,
can't
you
remember.
could. I mean, even anybody could watch that, and you can even being like in your living room watching it, you could feel the tension. It was an uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
It was uncomfortable for me to watch it, and I wasn't even there, so I couldn't even imagine being like in the audience watching that, because it was clearly by their body language, everything. It wasn't that when people are like, oh, it's all a show, because you have some people who, honest to God, believe that the president, the White House, all the governments, it's all like, it's all a stage and nothing's real. You have like these people that run things behind the curtain. Everything that's happening is just for show. I mean, there's people that really, really believe that. And, and I try to take everybody's point of view and, see where they're coming from. But just my own observation, not even being there, you could tell that wasn't something that was made up. You could actually feel that.
Yeah. I mean, especially in that second debate where he brought Bill Clinton's rape victims there. I was like, oh my God, that was, wow. I marked out for that. I mean, he should have
And I'd be like,
he should have just attacked her in all three debates. He should have just
And
went on
everybody
head
seems
full
to
head.
forget, the things that woman, I don't even want to call her a woman, the things that, she has done. I mean, not only that people don't know about, but
The Wicked Witch of the West.
Let's just call her what she is. I mean, that's what she is.
She's literally.
She's the Wicked Witch, and Bill is the fond monkey.
I mean, look at what she did to Haiti when that earthquake happened.
Oh, the people of Haiti hates her. They absolutely hate her.
But we have everybody paying attention to, Trump eating ice cream and, Trump, what could be, and nobody's even focusing on what actually has been and still currently is being. And that's what irritates me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God, he gets 2 scoops of ice cream. Oh, and he likes chocolate cream pie with his ice cream. Oh, my God, scandalous.
Well, if we
great again.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think she's done.
I just said make ice cream great again.
Yeah.
But I was getting ready to say, getting back on topic, if you look at the timeline, when Trump did his first State of the Union address, the very next day, leaks came out. And then it's like every time something good happens for Trump, leaks come out the very next day to overshadow it. I mean, just this week, he's going overseas. He's going on his foreign trip. And
I think
leaks
he's there now.
out. Yeah, I think he's there now. I think he took off and it's on his way.
Just post it. He's on Instagram too.
Yeah,
that Instagram thing come up.
Yeah, I mean, every time something good happens to the administration, leaks come out to overshadow it.
I think that, I mean, we're only in the beginning. It's just going to get worse.
He needs to find out who the leakers are. That's what he needs to do.
Well, I was going to do a vlog. I'm doing vlogs now. If you've seen the YouTube, the very first one was about Comey's memo, and that was a bunch of bullshit. The next vlog I'm going to do on Monday, and it's going to be what Trump needs to do, and I'll explain in great detail on Monday as soon as I'm walking from work for my ride to pick me up. But yeah, what Trump needs to do is basically get rid of the people that was anti-Trump from the beginning. That was never Trump from the beginning. He needs to get rid of all those people. He needs to replace them with pro-Trumpers. As soon as he does that, the leaks should stop.
I think the White House is bugged.
The White House is bugged. Absolutely. I mean the calls and everything.
Yeah, I mean Obama. We know that of course he accused Obama, and that caused a big uproar. Oh my God! How dare he say that?
I absolutely believe that Trump is wiretapped. I mean, there's absolutely no denying that he was wiretapped. I mean, they had it out for this guy ever since he started his campaign. And him being wiretapped, I absolutely believe that.
Oh yeah,
I think so
definitely
too.
was.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
the NSA and all them
No.
people,
Yeah.
they can. I mean, they can hack into anything, ATMs, anything that has some type of. I mean, it's amazing what they can do.
Mhm.
Well, there's no question in my mind that he was wiretapped. I mean,
Yeah,
I think he was.
absolutely. Let's see here. Let me go on to the topics of discussion that I posted. So going back with Comey, what do you think is going to happen? I think we're just going to have to wait and see what he does during the testimony.
Mhm. I think so.
Yeah, I mean, there's no telling. It'd be interesting to watch, that's for sure.
Do you
I
think
think they'll probably hear it live on one of like the what is it, C-SPAN? No, C-SPAN. They normally do all the Congress all that stuff.
Yeah, it's going to be really entertaining to see Comey testify because what do you think about Comey's tapes? Do you think they were going to be released or was that a bluff by Trump? Do you think there were tapes? I think they did record the conversation.
I'm guessing it was probably a bluff.
I
Well,
saw that. Was he? I didn't really pay attention. Was he saying that he better not have like secretly taped, or he knew he was being taped? What
He
was
just
that?
basically on the tweet, I'm paraphrasing. He just said he better not. There better not be any tapes leaked out to the media.
Okay, that's what I was wondering about. Was it something he knew was being taped or secret tapes?
And Washington D.C. does have a one-party tape thing, and it's perfectly legal for the president to tape anybody in and out of the White House.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So
Yeah, I mean, how can people say he acted? I think there's only one president prior to Trump that fired an FBI director, and that was Bill Clinton.
Yep.
Oh yes.
William
Bill Clinton.
Sessions was the FBI director.
So Clinton did it. I mean, I don't know what people said back, then when that happened, but
It was Bill Clinton, so it was okay. It was okay for Bill Clinton to fire the FBI director.
yeah, it was.
Yeah.
He was actually impeached.
Mm-hmm.
But not removed from office. Yeah, it's just laughable to me.
Bill Clinton
It's
actually
just
finished his term out. He
Mhm.
finished his term out, so that's why.
It's just laughable to me to see these leftists comparing Trump to Nixon.
Yeah.
Making the Nixon comparison.
If I had to predict,
Now Nixon was not impeached. He resigned.
Yeah, he
Nixon
resigned
resigned.
before he was impeached.
Yeah.
I think he would have been impeached if he didn't resign prior.
Yeah, he probably would have.
But I mean, that's probably what I would have done. I would have been like,
Mhm.
all right. I mean, if you know you're wrong, you're wrong. And somebody with morals and a conscience would, say, hey, I messed up. We all mess up. The president's still human. He's gonna mess up. He's not perfect. And neither was Nixon or for that matter, Bill Clinton wasn't obviously perfect at all. And we know that, but it's how they handle it.
Mhm.
It's how they handle their mistakes, or are you going to pretend like you didn't do anything wrong? And I think that's where, even though Nixon did do something wrong, at least he manned up and stepped down and owned up to it. You have Bill Clinton, who denied it. I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Yep.
And then, oh yeah, I did. And I raped some people, and I flew on the Lolita to
Lolita Express to some
some
pedophile island. Yeah.
I mean, oh God, it's like seriously.
Pedophile Island.
Yes. I mean, what people think that's fake. That's the problem. There's so much fake stuff out is when something real comes out, people don't believe it.
Yeah. I mean, there's like, 4, 5, 6 different women that came out and said Bill Clinton raped them. I mean, Bill Cosby had 40 people came out and they believe that. What's the difference?
I think, oh, well, I don't know. I don't know what the difference is. Maybe there's not.
There's one thing I hope we do talk about tonight is the Seth Rich thing.
Yeah, we are. That's my talking points.
Yes.
But let's see here. My prediction is that if Comey contradicts himself during the testimony, I think there's going to be some tapes leak out. That's what I predict. That is, if there are tapes.
Like that tape of that guy that taped Trump on that tour. What's it? He was a Bush or something. A cousin.
Billy Bush. Billy Bush for was it Inside Edition or Extra?
Extra,
yeah.
Yeah, the whole grab him by the pussy thing.
Yeah, that conveniently came out of nowhere.
That had Hillary Clinton all over it. That had Hillary Clinton all over it.
And I mean,
because that came out like a couple of days after Trump had the rape victims of Bill at the debate, wasn't it? Yeah.
What did you think? I mean, okay, when everybody was like, oh, I guess that was their way of trying to justify their claims that he's.
Here's the thing. Trump specifically stated that when you're famous, you can do anything you want.
And it's true.
And basically, he didn't say, "Oh, I groped them and grabbed them and without their consent." He said, "They let you do anything you want. They let you. They let you." Those 2 words. They let you. Those 3 words. That means it's consensual.
And it's true. I mean, there's some women that don't care, and he's right. I mean, even it sounds terrible, but he's right. And what he said, I mean, I wasn't offended. I know how men talk, and it wasn't something that shocked me. He's a man. Men talk like that. I mean, if you talked like that in front of a woman, then maybe it would have been inappropriate. But if you're with a man and you're talking like that, I mean, you guys you're men. Don't y'all talk like that?
Oh, you should see some of the stuff that we talk about after the show.
No, I'm saying, what made him any different from you or Henry or anybody? That's how men are. And the guys that say, "Oh, I would never do that," I'm like, "Oh, bullshit."
Yeah, I mean, when that came out, I said, you know what? Let's put some microphones in some of these in somebody's house and see what comes up. I'm sure, it's that.
Anybody did that in my house? That would be terrible. We could have like our own reality TV show in here. Oh God.
You'd be famous. You'd be famous, Amy.
It'd be like the last. I don't know. It'd be
Osbournes. You'd be the Osbournes.
Yeah, the Osbournes, right? Yeah.
Being dysfunctional here.
All right.
Yeah, it's not that bad. We have our moments, but everybody does.
The left, what the left did, of course, it was very dishonest when they did it, but what they did was they played the clip, the grab by the pussy thing, and they left out the part where he said they let you do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they added comments
they
out.
They make their own. That's what they do. They take a part of it,
and
then they make it to what they want it, and then that's what they push, and that's what only the people see, and then that's
how they create a false narrative.
And I don't see how anybody could argue that fact.
Yeah,
I mean, there's nothing to argue. It's right there. The problem is people don't take the time to look into it. Nobody has. They just see, what is that? CNN, blah 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 blah, and that's what they believe, and that's it.
Mhm.
You could tell them otherwise 50 different ways. They don't care. They won't believe you. It's like you're talking to the wall.
Yep. And they even have the audacity to take stuff that he said from Howard Stern back in the 90s and use that against him. I'm like, it's Howard Stern. You know what you're going to get into if you interviewed by Howard Stern.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't
And
like
there
that
was
guy.
one that there was one clip that I thought was particularly reprehensible that they did. It was where Trump was at Trump Tower. He said, "Yeah, she looks very good. I'm going to marry her in 10 years."
Oh, yeah.
And the left tried to imply that he was talking about a little girl.
Mm.
You know,
Yeah, that was.
but we never saw
disgusting.
who he was talking to.
No.
We only heard him say this. We never saw who he was talking to when he said that. But
Yeah.
the left trying to make it seem like he was being a child molester. He was being
You see what they
a
was trying to
pedophile.
do. You see what they was trying to do. They was trying to make him like to be a pedophile because they had this whole narrative weighed out about him going to Jeffrey Epstein and raping this like 14-year-old girl, and she came out as Tiffany Doe and want to be anonymous and saying that Trump raped me when I was little. They had this whole narrative fixed out, but here's the thing. I think either InfoWars or someone like that countered that and said, well, they was going to call him a pedophile and all that, and that never came through. And the person that was trying to do that was a former executive producer for the Jerry Springer Show.
Jerry Springer.
So yeah, but let's get into some more news.
Anthony Weiner.
Anthony Weiner.
About pedophiles.
Yeah.
Oh Lord!
Great transition, people. Great transition. So Anthony Weiner pled guilty today, and is going to serve what, 2 years in prison?
Good.
You think he'll actually serve? You think he'll go?
Well, he has to.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe he'll come up. I'm not going to say that. We'll see what happens.
Come up a little short.
He broke down on the witness stand and said, "I have a sickness." Yeah, you got a sickness, all right.
He won't make it in prison unless they put him separate. If they put him in general population, he's not going to make it.
No. You're right about that. He won't make it.
No, he won't. That's why I'll be curious to see what happens with that guy, because let's say he actually does go, and they don't. He'll have to have some type of protection. I can't see with the people he knows and the friends he has and the strength they can pull. He's not going to be in general population at all. He'll be protected, which is ridiculous because.
My thing is that Anthony Weiner is a puzzle to this whole pedophile gate that's been going on. And you've probably heard they've rounded up like 500 pedophiles, 900, 400 there, and this. He's a part of this puzzle.
Pedophiles this world has is sickening.
Yeah, and he's part of this puzzle. Yeah. And if he's in jail, he might be able to bring down the Clintons and the whole Jeffrey Epstein thing. So Anthony Weiner might get hit in prison because of this. He might talk.
Well, that depends on if he goes for one, and for two, if he's gonna, like I said, if they're gonna give him some sort of protection. We'll see. But I mean, they have his files already. They already are in possession of his files. So anything they already have it. The problem is that you had, who was it? Comey he was the one in charge of it. So what happened to those files? Are those files still available? What's on them? Why isn't it made to the public yet?
Yeah.
Oh, I know. They better not put it in with the big bumpers.
Also today, Human Aberdeen filed for divorce.
Oh, well, about damn time.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, this happened way back in October. Why now? You knew
Yeah.
she knew that he was guilty.
Uh-huh.
Who's? Well, I'm not going to make assumptions, but she knew. I mean, how she had to have, and why she didn't file for divorce and leave is beyond me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now she can go be with her girlfriend Hillary.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, Hillary does like women. I don't know if that's true or not.
I can see it. Because why else Bill will rape these women?
Well, he's sick in the head. Why would she stay with him is the question. If your husband,
Do you know
Power.
why? Power. Exactly, Henry. Exactly. Power couple.
what
I
did
mean,
you
this-
call him?
A power couple. Hillary
What
and
does
Bill
that
is the power. Hillary and Bill are a power couple. They,
Oh, power. Okay,
yeah, POWER.
I got you. Right.
I mean,
I can't
the whole
correctly
race,
sometimes.
the whole 2016 race was supposed to be Hillary's baby. She was supposed to get president. This was supposed to be her baby, but it did not happen.
No, because nobody liked her.
I mean, yeah.
Nobody liked her.
You saw
I mean,
you saw all the polling, all the dishonest polling data. Hillary's going to be. She's got this many votes. She's got this much percentage. You know.
I mean, she should. I mean, back in 2008, that's when everybody loved her. She should have gotten it then.
And Obama beat her.
Yeah.
She just needs to give it up. They need to just, if she's not going to prison, she just needs to. I mean, don't get me wrong. I want her to go to prison very bad.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Bill too.
I think
Yeah.
my thoughts, my own opinion. I mean, I have no idea if I'm right or wrong. I think the reason Trump isn't pursuing that is because, let's just say she goes. They are not the only ones involved. I mean, I think that the involvement is on such a level that it would probably bring down our whole government. And I think that possibly maybe he didn't know the extent of the corruption that's going on. And if you bring her down, she's going to take everybody down with her. And
Oh yeah,
honestly,
yeah, absolutely. I mean, she'll throw everybody under the bus.
The way that our nation is right now, and you kind of,
Well, I was going to say the thing is.
Amy froze up.
Yeah. The thing is, I mean, I was going to say.
Yeah, go ahead.
The thing about it is, Trump cannot himself do anything to Hillary. That would be up to the Attorney General, or perhaps
a special prosecutor. Special prosecutor.
Yeah.
Yeah. When is all the Republicans saying that they need a special prosecutor for Hillary Clinton? I'm not hearing any of that.
Yeah. No.
It's all Russia.
We need a special prosecutor for the president. Even some Republicans are saying that. I'm like, oh, for God's sake.
Oh, when you was gone, Henry, we was talking about the special counsel, Robert Mueller. What's your opinion on him? And what's your thoughts about the whole special counsel?
Well, the thing that Tucker Carlson said was, he said this to Maxine Waters. He said, well, now that Mueller has been chosen as special prosecutor, your hopes of impeaching Trump are just about zilch.
Yeah, I saw that. That was great.
Yeah, I mean, Maxine, Mad Maxine, I call
her. She's the crypt keeper to me.
She's a
go ahead,
Henry. As far as this could be a good thing for Trump, I mean, Tucker seems to be pretty positive.
Yeah, I heard mixed reviews about that. I mean, we just got to wait and see what happens. I mean, that's all we can do. Yeah, that's all we can do.
Yeah. And there are some who think it was a mistake for Trump to allow there to be a special prosecutor. Well, it's not so much Trump; it was
Yeah, go ahead. It was Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein.
Yeah.
If I was Trump, I'd just let it go. Just let the special counsel do his thing, and just let it go and see what happens. All right. So yesterday, she got booted. Let's see here.
Okay.
Click. She's trying to reconnect. But so yesterday, a terrorist attack in New York, and I am calling it a terrorist attack because it was a terrorist attack happened in New York around Times Square. I think it was like, what, 42nd, 47th Street? Car was going the wrong way, running people over. I mean, this is what you hear in Europe, in Paris and France and Nice and Brussels and Germany and all across Europe. You hear these terrorist attacks with the terrorists driving a car and running people over. Mm-hmm. This is exactly what happened. I think it killed one person. One girl was injured. One girl was killed. I think it was like 20 plus was injured. Yeah. And the news was saying, oh, this was a drunk driver. He had prior DUIs, DWIs. And I'm like, no. Eyewitnesses said they saw the car driving the wrong way. Reported that the driver took a breathalyzer test and he blew a 0.0, no alcohol in his system. And then it was reported that he said he intentionally wanted to harm people. That is a terrorist attack. That is a terrorist attack.
It is.
And the news was like the news, and I was listening to the crappy broadcasting system, and they said that this was not a terrorist attack. And then 5 minutes later, it was like, this is possibly not a terrorist attack. I'm like, okay, first off, you said it wasn't. Now you said it's possibly not. I mean, which is it? I'm like, come on, give me a break here. But yeah, I mean, this is tragic. I haven't heard much more about the guy that did it. I don't know if it was a refugee, immigrant, or a homegrown terrorist attack. Henry, did you hear anything about the guy?
Well, his last name was Rojas, so that is a Hispanic name, so probably illegal.
Possibly. It might be illegal.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, it won't. I mean, New York is a small hotbed for illegals. Mm-hmm. That in California. California is the extremely hotbed for illegals. Mm-hmm. But it wouldn't surprise me if he was illegal. But yeah, I mean, thoughts and prayers go out to the whole friends and family of those victims. Yeah. Just, I mean, you know, I'm a conspiracy theorist. I think this is just a taste of what's yet to come. I think there's going to be more like this, and it's going to be horrible. I mean, here's the thing: if the courts obey Trump and not withheld, but made sure the ban was in place, none of this would ever happen, or future terrorist attacks won't happen. But yeah. So let's get down to Seth Rich. Seth Rich, this is huge news. So in case you haven't heard, Seth Rich was a DNC member who was shot in the back 9 times, I think.
9 times, but yeah, that wasn't. It was just a robbery.
Okay, so he was shot in the back.
They didn't steal anything from him though, did they?
No, he was shot in. I think I saw this. I read some of it. He was shot in the back, I think 9 times, and nothing was stolen. Nothing was, no struggle, no nothing. And they claimed it was a robbery. Okay. Yeah. And how can it be a robbery if nothing was stolen?
Really?
I don't
Yeah,
believe
a
that.
robbery. Give me a break.
And another question: why in the hell would a robber shoot someone in the back 9 times and
Oh,
still absolutely nothing? That doesn't make sense at all.
yeah.
The story is very, very suspicious. But from what I
Mhm.
understand, it came out that Seth Rich was in contact with WikiLeaks, and he was the big leaker with all these Hillary Clinton emails that came out during the election.
Oh, well,
And
yeah. So
that's
what we have is another person who wound up dead around Hillary Clinton.
Clinton body count is racking up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So they claimed he was Russian, which I don't believe that for a second, because
Oh,
he was
Lord.
photographed wearing American flag pants, an American flag shirt, and drinking out of American flag beer cozy. So I highly doubt he's Russian or any type of Russian spy. But I I mean, this all makes sense, because here's the thing: this story broke that Seth Rich was part of the whole WikiLeaks leaked email investigation, and it was a huge on Twitter. I mean, it was trending on Twitter, and then all of a sudden, the mainstream media decides not to cover that because some leaks came out about Russia and the Trump administration. So, conspiracy theory going on here. What if all these leaks came out about Russia to distract away from Seth Rich? So I don't think we'll ever know the truth about Seth Rich, but I mean, it's highly possible that this dude was the guy that turned in those emails that Hillary Clinton had to WikiLeaks, and he was shot dead because of that. That I mean, it makes perfect sense. I mean,
It does.
the whole story of him getting shot in the back 9 times and nothing was robbed. Oh, here's a hey Amy, hey Amy, we're talking about Seth Rich.
Okay.
So yeah,
Sorry, I don't know what happened. I had to reset. I set the box. I don't know what happened. The internet. Well, we're having some storms right now, so maybe that's why.
yeah,
But
usually that's what happened.
well, it took me forever because the box is like up on this plant shelf thing we have going on, and I had to get the chair. I'm not tall enough to get up there and climb up there and try to reset the box. Not fun. Okay, but anyway, I'm back.
All right, yeah, we was talking about Seth Rich and how he was like shot in the back 9 times and nothing, he was stolen, and they claimed it was a robbery.
Yeah, no.
So
No.
yeah, absolutely not. And then I brought up the fact
there was no talk of it until 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Why?
Oh,
Why
there was talk of the whole Seth Rich thing, but they said it was a robbery and they brushed it off. And then it was brought back up, and I think it was like a private detective, and he said that Seth Rich was in contact of WikiLeaks, and that he was the one that sent WikiLeaks the 40 possibility of why Seth Rich was killed.
Well,
I mean, the official story doesn't make sense at all.
Let me ask you this. What do you think of WikiLeaks and Assange in general?
Oh, I'm pro WikiLeaks.
You think it's a legitimate thing going on?
Absolutely. I think it's legitimate. I mean, they haven't been wrong.
No.
I mean,
here's the thing. When those WikiLeaks came out during the election, nobody at the DNC denied any of the content in those emails. Nobody denied it. The only person that denied it was Donna Brazile, but she was caught red-handed, and she got fired because of that. Other than that, nobody denied it. Hillary didn't deny it. Huma Abedin didn't deny it. So yeah, go ahead.
I have mixed feelings on that whole situation. I mean, I don't know. It's something. that, I guess, I don't know. I think it's weird.
Mhm.
I think that whole situation is weird. Just what did they drop? They dropped the charges today, and I think it's weird because he has all this information. They can shut that down at any given time. If they didn't want him to leak this stuff out,
Mhm.
they would have found a way to stop him. So that's where my questioning comes in: is how is he able to continue on, type thing.
But Julian Assange is not the only person at WikiLeaks. He's got like a whole bunch of people working with him.
In all parts of the country, you think?
Yeah, probably. It wouldn't surprise me at all.
So that's what I'm
Heck,
saying.
all parts of the
The whole
world.
thing, it's
Mhm.
it's probably obviously a much bigger operation than we
Mhm.
know about. And I think that's where I have a problem with this, because I can't find it, or I can't figure it out, to put the pieces together. So when I don't have like the whole picture, it's hard for me to make an accurate, opinion about it. I can
Mhm.
just go off of what I know, and to me it just seems a little, it's just weird. It's like he's, stuck in that stupid building. I would go crazy. Can't even go outside.
Well, Pamela Anderson has been visiting him, so.
Oh, and Lady Gaga.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. But yeah, so he was
Well,
cleared. He was cleared with the rape charges today.
Yeah.
so yeah, and then it was something about, there was some type of warrant that somebody obtained. I don't know what it was for. And I guess that was the question, was if he was going to be able to get out of the embassy and make it to
Ecuador.
Ecuador,
Yeah.
not Venezuela. Sorry, don't want to go there.
No, I don't think nobody will.
So if Seth Rich did leak it to WikiLeaks, or to anybody for that matter, it doesn't even have to be
Mhm.
WikiLeaks. It could have been whoever. That's
Mhm.
reason enough to have somebody, offed, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Like I said, I don't buy the official story because it does not make sense. Shot in the back 9 times and nothing stolen, nothing taken, and they claimed there was a robbery. That does not make any. That is the
yeah,
stupidest.
if it's a
That's
robbery, you have to be robbed.
I mean, that is the stupidest robber if it was a robbery.
Uh-huh.
If I'm gonna rob somebody, I never would, but let's just say hypothetically, I was to rob somebody, I'm at least gonna get their shit.
Yeah, and plus I want to shoot him in the back 9 times.
Right. That was the
No.
skill. You don't shoot somebody 9 times. Normally, a robber is in a hurry and they don't
Mhm.
take the time to shoot somebody 9
Right.
times.
Yeah.
You do it 1 time, maybe 2, and you get your ass out of there.
Hmm.
But to do it 9 times is a little extreme. They obviously wanted him dead.
Hmm.
So,
He
and
was Vince Foster. Yeah.
listen,
He was Vince
the
Foster.
technology we have and everything, nobody should be getting away with that, especially in DC. Come on. How many cameras are there in DC? You're telling me nobody caught the person who did it?
Hmm.
It makes no sense. If you watch the ID channel enough, you would know that.
And plus, if this was like in a neighborhood, shouldn't like the neighbors hear gunshots? Wouldn't the neighbors hear the gunshots? That's yeah. So
I have never actually personally been to DC, but my boyfriend's brother just graduated law school and he just got a job in a law firm in DC. So next time I see him, I'm going to ask him some questions. So that would be pretty interesting. You would think that people would hear something. Gunshots are pretty loud. Did they release what type of gun it was?
okay, I'm on the Wikipedia page. Let's see here.
Some guns are silent, but most are loud if it's not they don't have something on the top of it to make it a little silent. So I'm just curious what type of gun he was shot with, because the medical examiner examiner should be able to determine that.
The thing about Vince Fogler is, he was shot in the back of the head twice, but yet that was suicide.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I heard
How did that
that.
work? How do you shoot yourself and then hang yourself?
They said that there was mud on his shoes too.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. It's just a big cover up for something.
Mm-hmm.
Very unfortunate what happened to Chris Cornell also.
Yeah. So the lead singer of Soundgarden hanged himself.
Oh no. Yeah. No, he didn't. I mean, maybe he did. I can't say for sure. I'd like to believe that he did not. I don't like to hear about anybody killing themselves. So when I hear that, it makes me really sad. And what amazes me is how did they, I mean, they made that conclusion within 12 hours, close and shut case.
Mm-hmm.
It takes longer. Your normal person, the medical examiner normally doesn't release the official cause of death within 12 hours. It's always long, at least a week or two. I mean, even when you have like something local happen, I mean, they're like, oh, the cause of death is unknown. But to come out 12 hours later and say, oh, yeah, it was suicide,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't make any sense either. Who knows?
Yeah.
I have no idea. Maybe he was suppressed. Maybe, I don't know. I wasn't there. So I just like to think in my head that didn't happen.
Could he have been trying to do autoerotic asphyxiation?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I was getting ready to say that. That was brought up too. Well, he was.
That's what they said Robin Williams. That's what they said Robin Williams did, and also David
Carradine. Yeah.
Do you know how many like musicians? I actually Googled it today. I don't know why. I was just curious how many people actually musicians actually died from suicide. There's a lot. I mean, a lot. I mean, they actually listed everybody in the whole entire world, so the list was very, very long. But I mean, if y'all ever get a chance, just type that in and just look over how many people. I mean, all over the country. It's kind of weird. I don't know.
Well, he was getting up there in age. They said he was 52, so maybe he was having some health issues and he couldn't take the pain anymore. Because some people do that once they reach a certain age, and they get in these health issues. And
but when he have the money to get the help he needed,
some people don't think like that. Some people think it's just better to end it instead of just going through all that hassle.
I mean, I guess, you don't really know what somebody's going through. I mean, you don't. I mean, people can tell you how they feel, but you don't really know how that person feels. You only know how you feel. And if he did do it, then, I mean, obviously he didn't want to continue on. And it is ultimately his choice. It's his life. I mean, not that I agree with that. I mean, I don't promote suicide, but it sucks either way you look at it. If it was suicide or overdose, whatever it was, he's still gone. He still left a family. It still sucks. I mean, it just sucks. And then that guy from Fox, passed away the day before.
Yeah, Roger Ailes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
How about people, cheering on somebody dying? How sick is that?
Yeah, I saw that. That was absolutely. I figured that was going to happen. As soon as I heard that, I said there's going to be a whole bunch of Twitter people saying, "Yay, he died." It's just so absolutely disgusting.
It is. Let's just say, for whatever reason, Hillary Clinton passed away. Even though we don't like her, would we be cheering it on, or would you cheer it on?
Probably not.
No, because most people, and see, I think that's the big difference. And people, the group of people, you have people, that's just, I don't know. It's sick. I was absolutely disgusted when I saw people, it's like their family is probably looking at this. I just can't even imagine. It's just beyond my
comprehension. She's an evil bitch, but she's an evil bitch, but no, I don't think.
We're not going to go outside and saying "Ding dong, the Wicked Witch is dead."
I mean, I may say that to like you or, you know, somebody privately, like, oh my God, thank God. But I wouldn't go on a public platform via Facebook, Twitter, whatever, and say that just because that's just, you know, it's not, I don't know. If you have a soul, you don't do that kind of thing. You just don't. People don't think like that. I mean, there's some people that are just evil, and that's all it amounts to.
Yeah. I mean, could you imagine, God forbid, if something happens to Trump, all of the people that says woo woo is celebrating it?
I mean, I would probably have to delete my accounts because I don't think that I could handle people saying that. I mean, that's just terrible. I don't even know. I would get. I don't know. I don't think I would handle that well. Even though I know that's how they are, I still don't think if that happened, if that situation came about, that I would be able to contain myself because I would have to probably say something.
Yeah, I mean, I would too. I would definitely say something too.
That's not going to happen. We're not even going to put that thought out there.
Yeah. So speaking of Trump, he's en route or already landed down to his foreign trip. He's going to visit the Pope, Israel, Saudi Arabia, and I think a few other countries.
Hold on, I got it. I got the itinerary up. Hold on.
Ooh.
I was somewhat prepared in the 20 minutes I had. Today was just something else. I don't know what was up with today. Maybe I do. I don't know. I thought I did. Oh, I'm getting it.
Well, all I have to say is that just keep President Trump in your prayers so that so hopefully everything will go according to plan and nothing extreme will happen.
Okay, I got it. Starting today, he is in Saudi Arabia now. That's his first stop. Next is Israel. Then he goes to the Vatican. And then he heads to Belgium for the NATO summit, and then on to Italy for the G7 summit.
Now, is he supposed to meet Putin at that G7 summit?
Not that I'm aware of.
I remember because there's supposed to be a summit going on, and they're going to him and Putin supposed to meet.
I think that if that was part of this trip, I think that would have been blasted all over the place.
Yeah, it would have. I
think we would know.
Because he's supposed to meet Putin sometime this summer.
Yeah, I mean, I think. See, that's what I don't understand is, you know, everybody cries out about, you know, war and this and that, and then it's like, well, who would attack us? Let's just say we go to war. Who are the people that we really should be afraid of? I mean, as far as
North Korea, I think.
I mean, well, I would say
North
Russia.
Korea.
Look how big Russia is, and you know, I've said it
before. If we went to war with Russia, if we ever went to war with Russia, there's no absolute way we could win.
Well, yeah, we would.
I don't think so.
Yeah, we would.
You think so? Do you think our military is that strong enough?
Yes. Yeah, we would win. I mean, well, let's just there is no winning in war. Nobody wins. Everybody loses something. We lose, you know, money. Most importantly, we lose lives and people. So there are no winners in war. But if you want to say it that way, you know, who's gonna win? I would say, yeah, we would, but we would lose more than what we would gain. There's no. I don't know. I'm not a big war fan to begin with. I think that I don't like war. I don't like people dying. However, I think when it comes to protecting our own country, you know, Russia's not doing anything to us. Nobody's really doing
Yeah.
anything to us. The only person running their mouth is, Dinglebutt over there. Kim over there. But, it's just, I don't know. I mean,
that little
obviously,
boy.
I mean, it's like checkmate, game over. It's like, I think he does it just for attention. I mean, I don't know, he's crazy. I just
Yeah.
think there's something wrong with him.
Yeah.
But
Here's the thing: if they overthrow Trump, I can tell you that the war in Syria will escalate. We will go to war with Russia. There will be war with North Korea. And I'm sure and there will be a civil war in the United States as well if they somehow overthrow Trump. So
even
it'll
if
be
they
hell on
did,
earth.
okay, let's just say they got Trump out. They do realize that Mike Pence is next, and then it's Rex Tillerson. So it's like,
But see, here's the thing: they're trying to get all of Trump's administration out and
how would they
punt.
do
And
that? I mean, what would happen?
if they can find or if they get evidence, any type of evidence, real or fake, with Russia collusion, they can say, oh, Russia told Trump to pick Rex Tillerson as Secretary of State, so he has to be out. Russia told Trump to pick Jeff Sessions, so he has to be tossed out.
So then it would go to the speaker, Paul Ryan?
Yeah, it'll go to Paul Ryan, the neocon Paul Ryan.
That would just be wonderful.
Yeah, so if they overthrow the entire Trump administration, it will be everybody's favorite rhino, Paul Ryan, who will be president. And it wouldn't surprise me if he picks John McCain as vice president.
Oh God!
How old is that man?
He's like in his 80s.
Isn't there an age limit?
Apparently not.
I mean, there's an age limit to run, so shouldn't there be one for a cutoff? I mean, and I think that there should be some changes made personally, as like, I don't think a spouse should be able to run. Like Hillary, I don't personally believe that she should ever have been able to run to begin with, because then you're kind of getting into like a dynasty almost. I mean, I think there should be rules and regulations on family members.
Well, the whole dynasty thing started with the Bush Senior and then Bush Junior. I mean, this whole Bush, Clinton, Bush, Obama, they're all the same. They were all the same. And Trump came along. He threw the wrench in the system, blew everything up. He's finally something different. I mean, if Hillary would have gotten it, it would have been the same.
Well, I was going to say the Bushes and the Clintons are all friends and everything too.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
The judge just posted well, it just popped up like 39 seconds ago. It says President orders Pentagon to annihilate the Islamic State. It just came up. Do you see it?
No, I don't see it. I have the Drudge app.
Oh, I'm getting a laptop tomorrow. A new one.
Nice.
But that way, I don't have to do it this way because it's absolutely annoying. I told you that the Geek Squad wanted more money than to just go buy a new one.
Well, they had to replace it on it, the hard drive.
I didn't ask. I just asked them how much it was going to cost. And they told me, and I'm like, yeah, no. So I'm just going to go pick it up. I'm not going to let them keep it because I have stuff on there. I mean, not that I can do anything with it because I didn't. I mean, it's on there. I don't want somebody to have it, but I mean, all my personal stuff, it's on my cloud. So
that's why you need to get. That's why you need an external hard drive. Like I've got one.
Yeah, external hard drives are lifesavers.
All my main stuff is on that external hard drive. So yeah.
I'm a paper person anyway. I mean, all my really
Oh
important.
yeah, I see it
They're
now.
on paper.
Violate
And
the
everybody's like
contract.
paper, but I keep paper. I don't. I don't trust electronics that much. What I have is like my fun stuff, like my pictures and writings and just stuff like that. I don't keep anything personal on my computer. There's no way. No. I retweeted it. Did you see it?
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. Okay, so
Oh, now it just came on. Now it just came on Twitter for Drudge Report.
yeah.
Yeah, nice.
I don't know. I have a thing with electronics. I don't trust a lot. Like even with like banking apps, I don't put that on my phone at all. It's just I'm nervous. I don't scan my card at the gas station, at like the pump. I'll go inside. I mean, there's just certain things I do just because I know how easy it is to be hacked. I've been hacked several times on like different things. I'm going, yeah, but I just when you get hacked one time, you're like, okay, I'm not. When all your stuff is just out there for somebody to grab. I mean, there's already so much public documents anyway that people can see. The last thing you want to do is make it more easy for people to get your stuff.
Going back to Chris Cornell, according to the Daily Caller, he used an exercise band and a carabiner to kill himself.
Like one of those weird muscle things.
Yeah, I think so. But speaking
Why
of
that?
hack,
I mean, wasn't he in a hotel? Why would you have unless he was exercising?
but going back to the hacking, there was a huge hacking crisis run on last week and going into this week. And they said apparently North Korea did that. that's all the
Do they
talk.
have internet over there? I'm just playing.
I mean, they can't even get their missiles to launch. How can they even hack us?
That's funny. No, I mean, I'm sure that I think they portray themselves as being unable or they don't have this, but they're just like any other country with, it's just they don't allow their people access to it because it's a dictatorship.
Kim Jong-un needs Viagra. He can't get it up.
Did you remember when I told you, was it I mean, not last week, but the week before, where I was like, well, he's so crazy. He like fed his family member to like a pack of hogs.
Oh yeah, fed his uncle or somebody.
So after I said that, I was like, I forgot now again. That's the thing. There's so much to remember. I forget like the little itty bitty details, but I saw where he had a girlfriend at some point and he killed her. So
yeah, this dude's crazy.
And then he said, I kept seeing the things where it said, our intelligence agencies are trying to, off him.
Yeah, they try to do like a regime change.
Well, it's like, can't they just go in there like kick-ass style and take his ass out? Like,
I reported, I think it was like 3 weeks ago, that they try to do. They said if Kim Jong-un does anything and starts, launching missiles, they're going to go in Osama bin Laden style and take him out. Speaking of which, somebody in the chat, Sharon Morocco, I hope I pronounced that right. She's the newest addition to a editor of politically alternative media.
Nice.
So,
hi.
Yeah. Hi, Sharon.
Oh.
Was Sharon doing a lot of work today?
Yeah.
Okay. Good job, because I thought that was you, Shane.
I did some. She said fake missiles. If you're watching, Sharon, can you expand on that? But yeah, so the Acme missiles that North Korea has.
Yeah.
Looney Tune and Company.
I said last week that Kim Jong-un is the Wile E. Coyote and the USA is the Roadrunner.
What is
Yep.
she saying? It was
Yep.
fake missiles, like pre-recorded. It probably never even happened. They
That is
probably,
possible. That is possible.
I
I'm
mean,
glad
because
you brought that up. That's
unless
possible.
you're, I mean, it could be. I mean, anybody can take clips and put it together and say, "Oh, I did this."
Hmm.
How are we to know? We don't know what the hell. We're taking their word for it. I mean, we're not there. We're not over there. We don't know what's going on. We're just taking everybody's word for it.
Hmm.
So, I mean, that could be a possibility. And from what I was looking at, it looks as if everything that they have, it says, was donated to them. Like North Korea has like a bunch of old, like World War II style. Oh, are you there?
Hmm. Go ahead.
Okay. Basically, what from what I understand, the things that North Korea does have was given to them by like Chinese military and even Russian military. So a lot of their stuff is really, really old. It's just kind of like, we don't need this anymore. Do you want it? So it could be a reason why they have so many failed tests is because it's not up to date and it's really old. And that could be a reason why.
Yeah. That's always possible.
Yeah.
I mean, anything's possible. It's just, we don't really know. It's just kind of guessing at it.
Speculation
Do
here.
you guys think that North Korea really is a threat to us in any shape or form?
The way I see it, if Kim Jong Un attacks either Hawaii or California, then there's going to be a problem.
But that's where I get kind of upset about it. It's like they shouldn't even be able to attack. I don't know. I think I kind of, I don't want to say that either. I wish we would just go ahead and take him out. I just don't want his people to get, the innocent people to be hurt, but I want him gone. And it's like, you can't have it both ways, I guess.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Because it would be like us, like say we had some terrible leader and somebody wanted to take our leader out, but yet here we all are and we all die in the process and we had nothing to do with it.
Hmm.
That's
Well,
how
it's called what you talked about is called a regime change,
Mhm.
and basically what it does is that's exactly what it does. You take out the leader and you replace the leader with somebody else. It just depends on who the person is that they're going to replace Kim Jong Un with. I mean, the guy that they replace him with could be 10 times as worse than Kim Jong Un. Just like with Syria, if they do a regime change with Assad, I mean, the person they replace Assad with can be 10 times worse than Assad. And now I'm not an Assad guy, but I don't want to see a regime change in Syria when basically they're trying to fight ISIS and get rid of ISIS. Take care of ISIS first, then worry about Assad if he's gassing his own people or not.
Did you see where just the other day where Trump said Assad was guilty of taking all them prisoners and burning their bodies into like some type of mass grave?
Yeah. I heard somebody. Your son.
Yeah.
What did he say?
He's like, yeah. I talk too much about this kind of stuff for him.
I have to ask: is his school super liberal? Is he under the indoctrination of liberalism?
No, he's actually my older son. He's going to be 14, but he's actually pretty smart. No, he's not under any type of liberal. No. No, it's just,
Bring him on. I think
I'm
bring him
annoying.
on.
You know what I mean?
You're. I'm gonna be honest. You're adorable. I love you.
Oh,
You're adorable.
not everybody feels that way here. Whatever. they're fed and they're taken care of, so I can do what I want on my Friday night. All right,
Exactly.
I'm my own woman. I'm grown. I do my duties.
I see Sharon show. This is what we do when we have a fun time doing it. But let's see. Oh, I gotta ask you, how's Breaking Bad?
I didn't.
Breaking Bad.
You broke up. I'm sorry.
Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad.
Oh, Breaking Bad. Oh my goodness. Okay, I love it.
I knew it. What episode?
I am
what
on.
episode are you on?
I can't watch it during the week because I will stay up all night. And so I don't watch it during the week because I have a really bad habit of doing that. I have to make myself go to sleep. Like I have to turn everything off. I have to turn my phone off. I have to do it because otherwise, like I'll just keep going and going and going. And so I can't watch it during the week, but on the weekend, for the past 2 weekends, I've been watching it. And I'm on, I think, what season? I'm at where she went into labor and she had the baby, and that dude, her boss or whoever, is kind of sliding in, Yeah, that's where I'm at.
What was that? Was that season 3 or season 2? She didn't have the baby.
It's like season 2.
That was.
Because I thought she didn't have the baby
it's
for
episode
season
8 or
2.
9.
It was,
Yeah, no,
it was
I'm
the
on
end of season
2.
2. Yeah.
No, it is. I'm on season 2, episode 8.
Episode 8.
You hear
Let me
me?
look that up. Yeah, I heard you. I'm looking it up.
Oh, okay. My internet is lagging, I think, because there's some type of delay. But yeah, I'm on season 2, episode 8. So I did that on 2 weekends. So yeah, I like last Sunday on Mother's Day, I literally watched it all day, and then we did go out to lunch and go see a movie.
Oh,
but
okay. That's the Better Call Saul episode.
I don't want to go see
Better Call Saul. Yeah.
The lawyer, Saul Goodman.
Yeah.
Yeah, he came into the picture a few episodes ago, and he is so funny. Oh my goodness.
I love Bob Odenkirk. He's great.
Bob Odenkirk is great.
He's great.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna have a lawyer in that type of line of business, that would be who I would call.
All right. Did you see 4 Days Out where Walt and Jesse
Yes.
in the RV and the RV broke down?
And then Jesse leaves the keys in. Yeah, I saw that.
Okay. That was episode 9. Okay.
Okay, then I'm further then.
Okay. Did you see Skylar throwing a party for Walt about his cancer? And that was over.
That's where he got the kid drunk, right?
Yes, that's where.
Yes, I saw that. No, like I'm up to where he went to meet with the chicken guy. The chicken guy.
Gus.
Where he did the first drop.
Okay,
that's where I'm at.
You're in season 3 then.
Am I?
Yeah. Did the girl die yet?
It just auto-played.
So you've already seen where he refused to help Jane, Jesse's girlfriend?
No, I haven't
seen that. Oh,
no.
Oops.
No, I am in season 2. He met the chicken guy and did the first drop because he missed.
Oh yeah. You're on episode 12, Phoenix.
Yeah, he missed the birth because Jesse was fucked up with the girl, and so he missed it. So he had to go do that drop, and then that's when he walked in and saw the other guy in the room with her, and that was I could see the madness in his face.
Okay, so did you see where she died? Yes or no?
No, but you just ruined it.
You haven't. Oh.
Thanks a lot.
Well, you say,
but you should, but watch it to see what actually happens, how that comes about.
Yeah, you gotta watch that.
When I saw her mix the heroin and the meth together, I'm like, she's gonna kill herself. She was
Just watch where that. You see, you said that you missed the daughter's birth, and I'm like right here. Oh, so you're in episode 11, so 12. Yeah, that's the next episode. Okay.
So she dies next episode. Oh, is it sad?
Just watch it. I'm not telling you. I ruined too much already. I ruined it. I ruined it for you. Well, I didn't say how she died.
No.
Oh well, I'm gonna guess overdose. I don't know.
You gotta watch it. You just gotta watch it.
Okay.
Watch
Well,
it.
no, I will. I'll start watching it again tomorrow afternoon. I'll watch it after I'm done.
All right. So you're almost through. You're almost done with season 2.
Yes.
Yes, I'm on season. I thought I was. When you said 3, I'm like, am I really? I didn't notice that.
I seriously thought she had the baby in season 3, but it was at the end of season 2.
No. Yep.
Huh. Well, okay. What was that?
You don't know you're Breaking Bad.
Oh, that's bullshit. And you know it. I've seen it 5 times. 5 times.
When I was disconnected, did y'all talk about the NYC driver?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Oh,
What do you think about that? Yeah. I like your thoughts and opinions on that.
Well, I did find out today. Well, okay, yesterday when it happened, I saw, I got that picture and I'm like, I wasn't really sure. And then when I saw more of the footage, I mean, it was obviously deliberate. And then what they said, he blew a 0.0, so he wasn't drunk. So, and then it was funny. Somebody posted that, and I'm like, well, he wasn't doing math. I would know. I watch Breaking Bad. I was like, his teeth are too pretty for that.
Yeah, I mean, when we it was a terrorist attack. Wholeheartedly terrorist attack.
And listen, the only reason I want to talk about this is because my older son, we were talking about it, and I was trying to explain to him that just because it's a terror attack doesn't mean that the person has to be from another country. I mean, any act of terror, these people were terrorized. So, I mean, it is. Yeah. It definitely is. And it's just not that particular situation. It's any type of, home invasion. I mean, that's all terror attacks. So you weren't wrong yesterday for saying what you said, because
I even put in parentheses, possible terrorist attack.
Yeah, you said possible, and then everybody was on you for that. And I'm just like, really? Read what he said. He said possible. And even if it was a terror attack, because
listen, when you're in this mindset, and the guy basically said that he had the intention to doing this, when you have the intention to kill people, this is a terrorist attack, domestic terrorist attack.
Yeah, absolutely. Domestic terrorism, yeah. And he killed an 18-year-old girl.
Yeah. And
her little sister was 13. And it's like, when I hear that age, it's like, my son is 13. I can't even, that's just terrible.
Sharon's commenting below. She said, was it a terrorist attack? I believe it was. I call it a terrorist attack.
Yeah.
The media can call it whatever it wants. Was he a Muslim? I don't think he was.
He was Hispanic.
He was
an American.
Right, he's Hispanic. His name is Rojas.
Henry brought up the fact that he could have been illegal too, which is highly possible.
Didn't they say he served in the military? I'm pretty sure they said he was in the military, so he would have had to have been legal. That's what, I don't know if you can look that up, but I'm pretty sure they said he was in the military.
PTSD, perhaps?
Could be. I mean, that would be logical. I mean, that would make sense.
What was his last name, Henry?
Rojas. R-O-J-A-S.
R-O-J-A-S?
Mm-hmm.
Let's look him up.
I mean, I posted. Oh, I did do something today. I posted that video I posted it first thing this morning when it showed, I guess, camera footage from, I think they said a CVS or a Walgreens. It was some type of one of the main pharmacies. And it
All right.
showed him at the stop sign. And then he literally like made that right turn and just rammed into the crowd. And I mean, the footage is there. So I'm curious to see who's going to say that was fake.
According to the crappy broadcasting system, mainstream media, his name was Richard Rojas, and he was 26, a Navy veteran with a criminal record.
Right. So he was legal. Like he's just, you know, he's an American citizen. And like Henry said, I didn't even think about that. It definitely could be, he could, the Manchurian candidate, you know? I mean, that stuff happens.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? I mean, he could have been programmed to do that. He could have just done it naturally. There's no telling. But either way, whatever reason it was, it's already happened. It's done. People are dead. People are hurt. It's just, it's terrible. And it goes back to...
I'm sorry. One person was dead and there were several injuries. So.
20, over 20.
Yeah, the girl was 18.
20, 21 injuries.
Yeah, the girl that was actually killed was 18 years old, and her sister was 13. And she's, I don't know if she's out. She was in critical condition yesterday at the Children's Hospital there in NYC.
He said the first narrative the mainstream media went with was that he was a drunk driver because he had prior DWIs or DUIs, whatever you want to call them. Now the whole thing.
They can guess, but we can't. You know, if we guess, we're terrible. You know, but they can guess all they want.
Yeah, exactly. But according to Heavy.com, he said he thought the end of the world was coming, and he told the cops that you were supposed to shoot me. I wanted to kill them. His motive, his motive was supposed to be suicide by a cop.
He didn't even have a gun. Well, I don't think he did.
No, he didn't.
I didn't see any type of weapon on him other than his car.
I didn't either. I didn't either.
I mean, they wouldn't have shot him unless...
He said, again with Heavy.com, it said... Heavy.com said the suspect tested it positive for PCP and told the police that God made him do it.
Ooh.
And
PCP. That's acid, right?
Yeah. PCP.
Okay. See, they don't touch on that in Breaking Bad. I don't know that one yet.
No, it's just meth only in Breaking Bad.
Oh, okay.
No PCP. Walter White's not that extreme yet.
What does PCP stand for? I mean, what's the chemical component in that?
I'm going to look that up right now.
Okay, because I really don't know.
Sharon, we're very informative here. We're talking about drugs, PCP, and meth. But here's the thing. Drug tests can be faked, people.
Yes, they can. You can test positive for certain drugs by eating certain foods. I mean, was it poppy seeds? If you know, digest enough poppy seeds, you'll test positive for cocaine. Yeah. And there's lots of different ones that do that.
It's PCP or phenyl, PHENCYCLIDINE.
See, if you can't pronounce it, you don't ingest it.
Or let's just take it way back in the 70s here. Angel dust. It's called angel dust. I didn't know that. I didn't know PCP was angel dust. I thought angel dust was cocaine.
There's a flower. There's a flower. It's called the angel trumpet, and it's the ones that grow like. If you're ever in a yard or anywhere, and you see like what would look like maybe a lily.
Lily of the Valley.
Like, drop down. Well, it's called an angel trumpet, and it has some sort of
Is it called Lily of the Valley?
I'm not sure. No, it's called an angel trumpet, but it's really poisonous, and people you can use. I think you can get some type of angel dust from that. Don't ask me why I know that.
Well, yeah, I mean, well,
I have
Lily in
no
the
idea why I
Valley
know
has a
that. I
Breaking
just
Bad.
do.
Lily in the Valley has a Breaking Bad connection. I won't say what, but you'll find out.
Oh, is that why you said Lily in the Valley? Okay.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time
trust
hearing
me
you.
on that.
There's just my internet
I'm
is
sorry.
terrible tonight. No, I think it's my
Oh,
end. It's just I think there's just a really bad delay. So I'm hearing what you're saying like 2 seconds later.
Okay, I'm back. I'm back.
Lily in the Valley has a Breaking Bad connection. You'll find out about that later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm back. Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Yes.
Yeah. I see two of you. You see two of them? Henry, can you see two?
Hang on. I'm looking at my Facebook right now. Yes, I see two. I see two shades.
I
Yeah.
see two Sheens frozen.
Uh-huh. Oh, Lord.
Probably got,
Okay. I have no clue what's going on. I might be hacked by the
yeah.
Russians. I have no clue.
Well, that's what
Is
happened to
Henry,
me earlier.
did
I don't
Henry,
know.
did
I
Henry,
thought it was
is
my
Henry drop?
internet,
Did
but
Henry drop?
am I there?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Nice. Let's see here. Let's see here. MK Ultra. Yeah, that's possible.
Yeah.
You know, the whole Manchurian Candidate, MK Ultra. This guy could have been, under the influence of
I mean,
something.
they do some crazy experiments. I mean, it could be something totally new. And okay. Are you
Is
there?
Henry there? I'm there. Go ahead. I don't know if Henry's there. Henry might be gone.
I don't know. That's weird. I don't
I
see
know what's
him.
going on. They heard us talking about Seth Rich, and now they're after us.
Oh, really? How many viewers do we have?
We did have two, but usually
Huh.
when I post this, we get more viewers after.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is. I mean, whatever. For that cool to listen to. I'm just saying.
Henry's probably gone some way somehow. I think Henry dropped.
Yeah, I think so.
Let
Well,
me see.
he had really bad connection the whole time. I mean, he was breaking up very bad. I couldn't hardly
Yeah.
hear him. I was just trying to look at his lips, and that was working. So, is there anything else going on?
I'm looking. I think
Local news?
let's see if I can bring up some local news here. Do you have anything local news? Do you have any local news?
Yeah. I do.
All right. Go ahead.
Okay, so really only one major thing. A couple months ago, there was a home invasion somewhat close to where I live, and a 17-year-old boy who actually goes to school with my niece. They go to the same high school. Him and his stepfather were murdered. So the 17-year-old boy and his stepfather were murdered, and they had no suspects for anything for a couple months. And then today they actually made an arrest, and I guess these two guys, I don't know if they couldn't live with what was going on, but they came forward and confessed after a couple months. So it just started coming out today. So that made me happy that they caught the people.
Mm-hmm.
That was, I mean, it was we don't live in that big of a place. So, when something like that happens, they kicked the door in and they shot him, and they shot the father or the stepfather. It was horrible. Trying to watch my language, sorry. It was terrible.
Oh, don't worry. I got a warning posted in the description.
It was just a God. I mean, my niece was so upset. Everybody was just so upset. And it was like, there was nothing to go on. Nobody knew anything. And it's like, these people live down like a dirt road out in the middle of nowhere. But, so I looked at the mugshots, and it was two very, very young black men, that did it. And one was willing to give an interview same day that they confessed to a news station, which is absolutely mind-blowing. So they murdered these people, did whatever they did for 3 months, and then today out of nowhere they turned themselves in, or so they told somebody and they turned them in. Well, anyway, they're arrested, and then he's willing to do an interview right now.
Wow.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. I was very happy that they caught the people, but when I saw how young they were, it was kind of disturbing. I was like, wow. Even, so 4 people, including, all of their family members, are now forever affected by this. For what? They didn't get nothing. They thought they were going to get something and not. And, 2 people are dead. A mom lost her son, her husband, and mothers lost their children to senseless crime. It makes no sense. So anyway, that's the only thing major that I can recall. I mean, there's some little petty stuff. Some old lady ran her car through to a building, and it just makes me question. It's like, once these people get a certain age, they need to be tested every year. It's like, oh my goodness.
Yeah. But before we get into Henry and my local news, I just started with something. So back when the Russian foreign minister and prime minister or ambassador, leaks came out that said Trump basically told them classified information. And you probably remember this, probably seen this. And here's the thing. A president is the highest level authority. He can declassify or classify anything at his will. So if he has to tell them something about ISIS and what's going on, he has that every right to do so. And apparently the classified information that Trump told the Russian people was that ISIS is planning on building bombs and laptops and putting them on planes. And
hold on, I'm going to take y'all on a trip with me outside, okay?
All right. And I'm like, that's been in the news before. It's already been declassified. So that doesn't make any sense. So my theory is that McMaster was the one that leaked this whole, leaked the whole thing, because he's on the chopping block, from what I understand. That McMaster's on the chopping block. And for him to save his job, what he had to do was do a leak, come out, and basically put an end to that leak. That could save his job for a couple of days. What do you guys think about the whole Trump classified stuff to Russia?
Oh gosh, I don't know. By the way, can y'all see and hear me now?
Yep. Whatever happened to me happened to you, Henry.
I'm here. I'm just like in the dark.
I hear and see you, Shane, but I could not hear or see Amy. So,
well, that's because I'm sitting outside in the dark.
Oh, okay.
Put your porch light on.
No, I'm good. I'm smoking, so I don't really think anybody wants to see that. I was like,
if McMaster is the one that did the leaking, then yes, he should go. If the Trump administration finds out that yes, he did it, he was the one that leaked this stuff, yeah, get rid of him.
I'm just gonna let you know I'm on 3% battery. I just saw, so.
Oh, okay.
Crap.
Well, I had it plugged in, and that's when in the beginning it kept falling over because the charger was at the bottom and it wouldn't stand up correctly. So if I get cut off, that's why.
All right. Well, we're about wrapping it up anyway. So, Henry, what's your local news?
Okay, I'm only going to do one story tonight because we've been on for almost 2 hours.
That's okay.
Really? Have we been? Yeah.
It is
I talk a lot.
9:48.
Yeah.
Hey, and that's a good thing. We need some content. Go ahead, Henry.
Okay, you remember a few months ago I had talked about down in Jackson that they had some water problems.
Yeah.
And, well, the city of Vicksburg was expecting water restoration tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The city of Vicksburg could have running water restored as early as Friday night. Mayor George Flaggs said he was informed that the repair would be a simple replacement that may only take a few hours. However, we are going to continue to operate as if it were 5 days in case something were to happen in the meantime, said the mayor. 29,000 residents relying on water city services have been without running water at home since Wednesday, following a break in the main line at the city's water plant from pressure from the flooded Mississippi River. Because the break was under 10 feet of water, the area had to be dammed up and water pumped away from the pipe before the repair process could begin. Even though water could be restored, pressure will continue to be low for the next 24 hours after it's turned on. Then the water may not be drinkable for a week. Their Facebook page, the City of Vicksburg, water pressure is slowly being restored during the overnight hours. A boil water advisory is in effect as service is restored until further notice. Following is a revised schedule for water, and there's a schedule for water distribution. Keep in mind, we've been inundated with flood water, Flaggs said at a press conference. Once water is restored, we will have to boil it for some time, but it will be fine for flushing and whatnot. The Department of Health will have to give the all clear before water is safe for drinking again. Residents are encouraged not to run the faucets at full speed when water is restored. I encourage you to let them slowly run as we bring the water back up, said Flaggs. More pressure on the system. We don't want to open it up so fast it has a backflow. Air has built up in the line during the outage, according to Flaggs, which could cause other ruptures if the pressure builds too quickly. Following roads are closed due to the rising floodwaters: Ford Road, Pittman Road, Brown Alley, Williams Street, and Jackson Lane. The mayor added that the issue would not have been so hard to fix had the break not been under 10 feet of backwater from the flooding. The Mississippi River was measured at 5 p.m. on Friday at 47.5 feet. Flood stage is at 43 feet. Cresting is expected Sunday at 48 feet. Now, Vicksburg is right by the Mississippi River.
Mm-hmm.
They also have a military park there, which is where that was a Civil War. That was where a Civil War battle was fought. In fact, they have an ironclad that they pulled up out of the Mississippi River. Ironclads were basically these boats, but they had like cannons on them and things like that. They were basically like they were like battleships almost. And one had been sunk in the Mississippi River, and they pulled it up, and they have it at the Vicksburg Civil War Park down here, the Memorial Park.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the Battle of Vicksburg was fought. So
nice.
But yeah.
All right. So my local news. Remember back way in October and November and all those months about all these clown sightings that you've seen across across the world. Let me do mine. So a new clown sighting. Clown arrested after scaring drivers in Kanawha County. Police arrested a man yesterday evening, Thursday, May 18th, 2017, after receiving reports of a clown mask wearing crackhead terrorizing drivers. Crackhead, yeah. Terrorizing drivers in Witcher Creek area. According to the criminal complaint, Kevin Wayne Hancock was found. Serial killers have 3 names. You know, John Wayne Gacy, Ted Bundy, and all that. So Kevin Wayne Hancock, that's a serial killer name. was found running along a roadway while wearing a clown mask. West Virginia State Police troopers observed that Hancock was extremely fidgety and had trouble paying attention to the troopers' commands. When asked why he was wearing the mask and terrorizing drivers, Hancock was unable to provide a coherent response. Troopers found a small amount of meth, oxycodone, and marijuana on his person, and he is now facing charges of public intoxication as well as 3 possession charges. Hancock was transferred to the South Regional Jail where his bond was set at $5,000. And here is the mugshot and the clown mask that he wore.
Oh,
Yeah,
Lord.
so yeah, the crackhead, clown wearing crackhead is very, very, very accurate on that. So I think.
Good God. I mean, that's, well, they have the new remake of It coming out. So,
Yeah, I heard about that, and I hope that's. I'm a Tim Curry fan. I don't know if he's going to live up to Tim Curry.
Yes. Tim Curry. Tim Curry was awesome.
Oh man, but
man, yeah.
Before we go, I'm glad you brought up the Civil War. So in New Orleans and across south through the southern part of the United States, they've been tearing down the Confederate monuments that has been put up. Absolutely ridiculous. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. They are erasing history. I mean, at the least, put those monuments in a museum. Don't tear them down and erase history, or put the monuments up and put a little plaque saying this is historical and explain why it's I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous erasing history like that. Because first it's Robert E. Lee. All right, you tear him down. I mean, what's next? George Washington? They're going to tear him down because he owned slaves? I mean, it's just absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Henry, what's your final comment?
It is ridiculous. It's, jeez. It's history. It's not racism. Number one, it's not racism. Number two, I never owned slaves. I might have had some relatives way back then that owned slaves, but I don't own them.
Listen, throughout history, everybody owned slaves. Everybody. I mean, it's just fact. Everybody owned slaves.
Hell, blacks owned slaves.
Yeah. I mean, slavery existed, all right? But we're past that. We're not at the point. We're not at slavery anymore. I mean, we're past that now. You just can't erase. You just can't erase history like that.
The leftists, they're being allowed to get away with this stuff. I mean, the left is doing this stuff. They are, they're trying to change. They want to change history and they want to revise it and they want to try and just destroy it. I mean, this is just. I mean. It's the left. I mean, I blame the left and political PC correctness. That's what I blame this on.
Yeah. I mean, I am a huge history buff, and it pains me to see this. Pains me to see this. It's absolutely ridiculous. But on that note, I think it's going to be it. Go ahead, Henry.
I saw a meme. I saw a meme that said it was actually a scene from Forrest Gump, but it said, but one day, for no particular reason, everybody just decided to be offended about everything.
Yeah, that's true. Is true. It's true. I mean, I think the leftist has this plan. What they want to do, what they're trying to do, is to erase history and create their own history. And it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. I mean, it's just absolutely ridiculous. And like I said, it pains me to see history being erased like that. But on that note, I think that's going to do it for us here tonight on this episodic episode of Not Mainstream. Again, I'm going to start posting hopefully daily vlogs on our YouTube page of Politically Alternative Media. And then, like, you've probably been seeing the whole breaking news. I've been, like, trying to, post a quick video or a quick update on the latest current breaking news.
One thing you
Amy,
could do, I just thought about one thing you could do is do the Facebook Live things. If you have a
I don't have
Live,
Facebook Live on my app, on my phone, for some reason. Facebook doesn't have Facebook Live on my phone. I have it on my tablet.
Okay, you have it on your tablet, but what kind of phone do you have?
It's an S4 Android. Samsung.
Android. It's an Android. There is an app called Facebook Page Manager. If you have a page.
Yep, I got that.
But
that doesn't have Facebook Live. Yeah, I got the Page Manager.
You have to install the Facebook app, and then you go to your page. It'll show. It'll say go live. Like if you want, like, what's on your mind.
Let's see here. Right here's the Facebook app. See, it doesn't have the go live on that, and that's from the Page Manager. Maybe because it's an older version of Android, that's why they don't have it.
It could be.
But I got it on my tablet, but that'll require me to take my tablet to work and do that. But see right here, this is my Facebook page, and that doesn't even have live on it. They need to do like a Facebook Live app so you can download that.
They do. They do.
You need to do that, yeah. But yeah, so I'm gonna, try and post some videos. I might do a Facebook Live one day, and just for the hell of it, But I think that's gonna do it for us tonight. Yeah, like I said, I've been trying to post some vlogs on the YouTube page, trying to make our YouTube more active. Amy, she's an administrator on the YouTube page, so hopefully she'll post some stuff on there as well.
Cool.
Henry, if you want, I can make you an administrator on our Facebook videos on there too. You might be able to do, like your own, like how you do your crypto corner. You can do like one of your a political corner or something like that.
I could, I could do that
on the YouTube page.
Okay.
Tonight, tune in next for another Not Mainstream. If you cannot wait next week, we'll be doing Saul Goodcast, episode 6. My God, we're almost done with this season. Off-brand. And we got our little toe in the water of Saul Goodman Productions.
We did.
Yeah, so man, that was a great episode this past Monday. I cannot wait. I've noticed a pattern of these episodes, like chicanery, off-brand. Help me out here. What's another one? Crap. But just those two. Yeah, crap. Just take an example. It's when Chuck in his his monologue, and he says the word chicanery, and that's the episode of the title. Off-brand, Saul or Jimmy at this said, well, I'm off. This is not my brand. I'm off-brand. It's a word in the episode itself. So I've noticed.
Well, they do that with The Walking Dead too. They've been doing that with The Walking Dead. They did that with The Walking Dead this past season.
Which is, I like it. It's great. But yeah, so Saul Goodcast, and then next week is another Not Mainstream, the 26th, the last one for May.
Yeah.
And oh man, it's gonna be I have no clue what's gonna happen. Trump's overseas, and anything can happen while he's gone.
And it's gonna be the one before Memorial Day too. Memorial Day is a week from this Monday.
Yep, absolutely. So yeah, so on that note, good night everybody. God bless America, and God bless President Donald J. Trump. And also keep Donald the President in your thoughts and prayers, and make sure you pray that he stays safe and protected on this trip across seas. Good night, everybody.